Okay, Brother Steve, this is Jason. Um, I'm replying to your post about support of Israel via video because I can never, I don't have the patience to write that much. But, um, and I can tell by your post that you're set or maybe leaning toward not supporting Israel. And I'm sure that nothing I say can convince you otherwise, but I am going to try to answer the question, why, I guess, what's the Christian perspective on it? I don't know what the Christian perspective on it is. I know it's kind of a hot topic. I'm going to give you 4 arguments that represent my position. I left some stuff out, but for the sake of being a good Facebook neighbor, I tried to shorten it a little bit. So, argument 1. The word talks about both the New Jerusalem and the land at the same time. And really, those ideas don't get brought together until Revelation chapter 21. Until then, I contend that my read is that there's maybe a mirroring. I don't know. Maybe that's not a good word, but no, scratch that. That there must be something to it because the text goes to, sometimes to me it goes to great lengths to illustrate the idea of an actual place, as opposed to a spiritual place. I think it's a given that that the New Jerusalem is an actual place, but a future place for me and you, a spiritual place, and kind of a symbol, for sure, if you're talking about a place of safety, a place of a continual blessing. So you have Revelation 21, where it talks about the New Jerusalem coming down as a bride adorned for her husband. Galatians, Paul says, Galatians 4:26, that the Jerusalem above is free. She is our mother. So my argument is that it talks about the New Jerusalem and the land at the same time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show Paul is talking about the Jerusalem above is free. She is our mother, but he's not making that up. He's not inventing something. Reference Psalm 87. His foundation is in the holy mountains. The Lord loves the gates of Zion more than all of the dwelling places of Jacob. Glorious things are spoken of you, O city of God. I shall mention Rahab and Babylon among those who know me. Behold, Philistia and Tyre with Ethiopia. This one was born there. But of Zion it shall be said, quote, this one and that one were born in her, end quote. The Jerusalem above is free. She is our mother. Paul explains the psalm. New Testament, Old Testament idea coming together, right? So but it's not just an idea of the New Jerusalem, because it says his foundation is in the holy mountains, is in the mountains. So Revelation 21, you have the new heavens and the new earth, right? Verse 10 talks about the New Jerusalem coming down as a bride adorned for her husband. Right? And just listen to the language of Revelation. I realize I'm not telling you anything, but I'm trying to make my point with the scripture. Let's see. And I saw the holy city, the New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, made ready as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne, saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is among men, and he will dwell among them, and they shall be his people. And God himself will be among them, and he will wipe away every tear from their eyes, and there will no longer be any death. There will no longer be any mourning or crying or pain. The first things have passed away. Contrast that with Isaiah 65. Isaiah 65:17. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former things will not be remembered or come to mind, but be glad and rejoice forever in what I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem for rejoicing, and her people for gladness, and I will also rejoice in Jerusalem and be glad in my people. My point is, the same place, God makes a place for everyone ultimately. And he talks about that in Isaiah, so Isaiah is at his point in history, we're, if I remember right, we're still in the kingdom before the Babylonian captivity. So my point is there's a very real place at the same time as God talks about the New Jerusalem. And add to that, in the same book of Isaiah, go to Isaiah 62, verse 4, it will no longer be said to you, hold on a second, he's talking, let me contextualize. For Zion's sake, I will not keep silent, and for Jerusalem's sake, I will not keep quiet, until her righteousness goes forth like the brightness, right? Zion, Jerusalem. It will no longer be said to you, forsaken, nor to your land will it any longer be said, desolate, but you will be called, my delight is in her, and your land married. For the Lord delights in you, and to him your land will be married. As a young man marries a virgin, so your sons will marry you. As a bridegroom rejoices over the bride, so your God will rejoice over you.